Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is going to be a how-to video. I'm going to teach you guys how to do your makeup for a business event, whether it's like a luncheon, an interview, or just any kind of event where there's an opportunity for you to network and get that corporate job position. I'm going to teach you guys what I found, like little tips when going to a corporate or business event. So if you would like to learn the few tips that I have as well as see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So the first thing, and really the main thing that I focus on when I'm getting ready for a business event, is my face makeup. I don't spend like a huge amount of time on like eyeshadow. My main thing is trying to get my base as smooth as possible and without any flaws. Base meaning my foundation, concealer, and like setting my concealer and setting my face. Now the reason why I focus mainly on my face makeup is because when you're going to a business setting, all of the corporations want their employees to be very polished. So to me, I can start with having my makeup very polished and then of course the outfit very polished. If that goes hand in hand, it sets you apart from like somebody that's showing up to the event that's not polished, like they didn't brush their hair, their clothes fit too baggy, or something along those lines. If your face makeup and everything is put together and your outfit is put together, that definitely sets you apart. So I focus on making sure that my face is polished the same way that my outfit will be polished. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm first going to prime my face using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. If you have oily skin, this is a really great primer. If you have dry skin, however, it might not be the best for you. So make sure that whatever primer you're using is the best for your skin type, and then apply that right now. Now for foundation, make sure that your foundation matches you and make sure it's a foundation that you've tested before. Make sure that it doesn't have flashback when pictures are taken. Also make sure that it doesn't do anything funky like separating on your face or clinging to dry patches. Make sure whatever foundation that you choose is the one that is perfect for your skin type. That means test it beforehand. So the foundation that I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Classic Tan, which one of my subscribers or followers on Instagram actually told me that this was my shade instead of the shade that I was using. So thank you, because girl, this is my shade. So my favorite way to apply foundation is with a beauty blender. I feel like it gives the best blend, but use whatever you really like. I just recommend the beauty blender or any sort of like beauty sponge, whether it's the Real Technique sponge or in some videos I use the Morphe beauty sponge. All of those are cool. A brush sometimes can apply your foundation patchy, and again, for a business event, you want to make sure that everything is like flawless. So when you're doing your brows, you want to make sure that you're doing your brows as natural as possible. Fill your eyebrows in lightly. Don't like go overboard, and don't use black even if your hair is black. All right, so now that we've gotten our brows on, I'm just going to take that beauty blender at the end of with our foundation on it and just blend that onto my eyelid. So I'm covering my eyelid up to make everything like mesh together with my face makeup. Next, for concealer, I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. Nothing too crazy about this step. Just make sure that the concealer, like, it doesn't make your under eyes look super dry, or that it sets nicely, or just whatever is your preference with the concealer. Just make sure that it goes in with making your face look flawless. I don't know if I truly explained why I did my eyebrows at that point, but I'm going to explain it now. I did my eyebrows at that point so I could blend my foundation in with the concealer that I used to clean up my brows. It just looks a whole lot better if I clean up underneath my brows before I put my foundation on my eyelids, because I'm able to blend out that concealer that I used to clean them up. Next, I'm going to set my concealer, and I'm using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. Use whatever powder that you have. You can use the Laura Mercier powder, the Vanity powder, but I'm deciding to use this one today. So when I'm applying this powder, I'm just making sure to press it into my skin. I'm not baking the concealer. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder to just set the rest of my face. Okay, we got our base on. Now we're going to do bronzer. For bronzer, I'm using a new one because it's a bit softer, the Laura Geller Beach Matte Baked hydrating bronzer in the shade Sunset Deep. Okay, now this is the part where people usually do blush. I'm actually not a big blush person. I like it every blue moon. I do want to give you guys a tip about it for a business event. I would say keep blush for a totally different time, because blush is one of those makeup products that can easily go overboard. And if you're talking like face to face with a business professional, they could be focusing on like your intense blush rather than the things that you're saying to them to try to get the job, to get the position. So I would say keep the blush for another time. I would just focus on bronzer and highlight, and those two even kept at a minimum. So for highlight, I'm using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Bronzer. It's not a bronzer, Tyler. So for highlight, I'm using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Illuminator. This is just a highlighter that works for me every time. So this is the one that I'm going to use for the event. Do not like go overboard with it. Just enough to bring back that highlight and life to your face. All right, now that we've gotten our face makeup on, we're gonna go back over to the eyes, which I promise you is very simple. So I'm just gonna take a bit of that powder I used to set my concealer and set my eyelids with that. And guess what? That's all I'm doing. But I'm gonna give you guys a tip if you wanted to use some sort of eyeshadow in your crease, something very simple. Use whatever you use as a bronzer. So I use the Baked Bronzer by Laura Geller. I would apply this very lightly in my crease, and that will be the only thing that I do. That's the only color that I feel like you guys should apply in your crease, is the bronzer that you used on your face. That way everything meshes well together and it's not like a totally different color. All right, now on to our lashes. Just how blush can easily go overboard, it's the same thing when it comes to lashes. So my personal tip that I would give you guys is just mascara, no matter how short your lashes are, because again, lashes is one of those things that can become distracting if you're talking to someone, and let's say your lashes are way too intense because you think you like killing it, but that professional is thinking that's too much. It could be something to where like your lash is hanging off and you don't feel it, but they're talking to you and they're just seeing your lash flapping. It's ultimately a distraction to wear false lashes. So I would say just wear mascara, like don't even try it with the false lashes. And also keep in mind that the person that you're appealing to, the professionals that's in the corporate world, typically they are like 40s and up. So you're talking to people that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and maybe even in their 70s. Their main focus is not like how fierce your lashes are or how intense your cut crease is, especially if you're in a corporate setting. Now, if you're going to an interview for a makeup job, like a cosmetics position, then I would say then yes, you can use more eyeshadow, you can use blush, you can use all of that. But if you're going to a corporate meeting, a corporate luncheon, they don't care about how long your lashes are and all of this stuff that we care about. You know, they don't see that. They see it as a distraction. Like, not to be like rude or anything, I'm just saying, like, when you're in a corporate setting, that's not the time and the place to be trying to stunt. So for mascara, I'm using the Benefit They're Real mascara, but you can use whatever mascara that you like, and just make sure that you apply it to your top and bottom lashes. And if your lashes sit a bit straight, then this is the time where you can curl your lashes first. Now, as far as like the lip product that you're gonna decide to use, I actually will opt for a matte liquid lipstick because it's less of a hassle for me. But if you have like dry skin on your lips, then you probably would even opt for just plain Vaseline. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with pairing just a chapstick with your face makeup, because that ultimately is keeping everything at a minimum. However, since I can't wear my lashes and I can't do nothing with my eyeshadow, I actually need a lip color. Really, if I was going to an interview, I probably would definitely wear Vaseline chapstick. I probably would wear that. But because I am going to a luncheon, it's a little less intense than an interview, so I can wear a lip color. I'm gonna give you guys 4 lip colors, 2 mauves and 2 nude, like brownish shades that I would use in this situation. For the mauve colors, I first have Kat Von D the Lolita liquid lipstick, and then Colored Rain Mars liquid lipstick. For the two nudes, I would use Dose of Colors Cork liquid lipstick or Anastasia Beverly Hills Ashton liquid lipstick. Make sure that you're picking a liquid lipstick where the formula is really great, like it's not going to really dry out your lips, or like it's not gonna have like that white inner rim that some lipsticks get, or it's not gonna wear off like when you're eating or talking or anything like that. And this liquid lipstick and all of the ones that I just mentioned, they all have a really great formula where you don't have to worry about that as much. Also, a little tip on like lip gloss, choosing lip gloss. Because I am going to a luncheon, I actually don't want to wear lip gloss because like it could be like some crackers or something that gets stuck on my lip gloss. And when I'm at an event, when you're at an event, you want to make sure that you're nowhere else but the event. So if I'm worried about like getting my mirror out and checking my lipstick and stuff, that's too much. That's taking away my attention from the speaker of the luncheon, and I don't want to do that. I want all my attention to be directed towards the person speaking, because you're trying to make connections and network and all of this stuff at this event. So make sure that your attention is strictly to whatever is going on in there. I would say don't really do lip gloss, but you can do like Vaseline and stuff. So I'm just going to line my lips with a bit of Chestnut lip pencil from MAC, and then of course I'm going to fill them in with Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. That is it for all of the tips and tricks that I have for you guys. Now I hope you guys can go and kick butt at these corporate events. This look is one of the looks that you can absolutely wear if you wear prescription glasses, because there's not a lot going on with our eyes. This is a perfect look for glasses wear, so I just wanted to add that. I hope this video was helpful for anybody that's looking to figure out how to do their makeup for a business related event that they're going to. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to keep yourself updated on my new videos, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.